Okay, so we're going to cover where to stand or how far away to stand from the bar in a conventional deadlift. Couple of quick points. Where you want to put your feet or how you want to put your feet should be where you feel most powerful through the full lift. Generally speaking, wherever you would stand for a jump, so if you were to do a vertical jump, fat boy hops, wherever you have your feet to get the maximum height, that is where you should start. But we're not going over that today, we're going over the distance. So I'm just going to talk through briefly the general concept of it, and then I'll show you what it actually looks like from the lifter's perspective. So what you're looking for as regards distance away from the bar is you're wanting to start in a position where you're not going to knock the barbell, and when you drop your hips down to your preferred height, which should be around where your shin is vertical or where your shin is perpendicular or at a right angle to the floor, when your hips are in the right spot. So for me, that's around that kind of position. So around there is my preferred starting point for deadlift. So for me, and a good general rule of thumb, you should be looking for the midfoot, or you should be looking for the bar to intersect your midfoot. So if you were to measure the full foot and your foot was 40 centimeters in length, ideally you want to put that bar bang over 20 centimeters. So depending on how big your feet are, how tall you are, etc., etc., it's going to change how far or how close you stand to the bar. The general rule of thumb is you should be starting not touching the bar, and when you bring your hips to your preferred position, your strongest position from the floor, you should be lightly grazing the bar with your shins, or at least be quite close to it. If you're too far away from the bar at the start, when you lift a heavy weight, you're going to end up doing that because it's going to be more difficult for you to overcome the inertia of the bar because it's further away. There's a longer lever arm, a greater moment of inertia to overcome, and you're just going to end up getting pulled out of position. If you stand too close, when you bend down to get the bar, you're just going to knock it forward. So you're either going to end up knocking it forward as you get down, and you can end up kicking the bar out in front, which can lead to twisting, or you'll end up with your hips too high because you can't get down into the most powerful position. So generally speaking, the bar should intersect your midfoot or cut off your big toe. So you'll see what that looks like now from the lifter's point of view. Point of view, deadlift action. So if you're looking down and you see this, as in the bar is over your toes, that's too far away. That's fucking right out. That's about right. So the bar's cutting off my big toe. That's generally through the middle of the foot. This is too close because I can't bend down without knocking the bar out. That is about right. And that's just fucking stupid. Okay, so I hope that helps to frame where you want to stand in relation to the bar and why the reasons you want to go for midfoot as opposed to being too far away or too close. Hopefully it gives you an idea of what it looks like, what you're looking for the next time you're lifting. It's a common issue. We quite often see people standing too far away, too close, or people just don't really know why they're standing where they are in relation to the barbell. And one thing I would like to advocate is you setting up around the bar. So that means you setting your stance, getting your grip, setting up, all without rolling or moving the barbell, because it's going to lead to consistency. And consistency in your setup is, at the end of the day, is really what you're looking for. The only variable we would like in setup and execution in training is the weight on the barbell, the speed of the lift, where we pause, stipulations that we are in control of. Any variation outwith of that, we don't really want. because it's not something we're planning for or something we're trying to utilize to help us in our training. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.